Yo, what's good YouTube? B4 React, you back. We're going to be reacting to SB19 stories, because there's 7 episodes. We're starting off with episode 1, and then we're going to go down. We're not doing them all in one video, obviously we'll do separate videos for each one. But yeah, we're going to be going down the story of SB19.
Okay.
We're going to start off with Sound Break story episode. This is on Casual Chuck's page.
It's us.
If you want to support me, become a member.
Disclaimer, this video is only based on my personal research. I might miss some details and it's possible to have discrepancies, but I did my best to get as much accurate information as possible, so enjoy.
2016. I remember 2016.
I do.
I was still in school.
Yeah. Of course you would have been.
I was still in school in 2016. And I was playing out with my mates in the front garden. Well, not front garden, but like front of the house. We had the road. Then we had my mate Ryan. We had the back garden trampoline. I did an overnight on the trampoline.
Oh, you did. You slept there all night on the trampoline.
I slept all night on the trampoline. And then like at 4 a.m, 5 a.m, we went inside the house because it was too cold.
This is Cult Triple, a group of talented performers and comedians from Korea you've probably never heard of. They were
It is SB19. That's not SB19, that's called Triple. I was wondering who these are.
formed back in 1994 when the word K-pop hasn't even been invented. In 2002, one of the members made the biggest mistake of his life, which will change the entire course of P-pop history.
SB19 Sound Break.
Do you remember this song?
You heard of this song? No, I haven't heard of it either. So no, I don't remember it.
Do you remember this song? It all started with this man, Jong Song-han. When he left the trio in 2002 to become an entrepreneur, Cult Triple became Cult 2. Most of their fans definitely thought that Song-han's decision was a huge mistake because the remaining members started racking up different awards in the entertainment industry. If he only stuck around, he would have gotten those awards too. But this man's decision was final. He used all of his savings to build an event organizing company called Show BT Entertainment. Yep, I'm talking about Tatang Robin. Tatang noticed how passionate Filipino fans were during the rise of K-pop, so he wanted to organize K-pop concerts and events that promote Korean and Filipino culture. To make that happen, he needed entertainers, a group of young people that would be part of the package of their service as an event organizer. We are talking about people who can do dancing, singing, and even act as servants like waiting tables and assisting guests. So he held an audition and hundreds of young talents applied. 30 of them passed as trainees.
So P-pop is basically all about dancing. That's probably why they dance in their songs. Because it's based around dancing. They make songs they can dance to.
Audition and hundreds of young talents applied. 30 of them passed as trainees. They were then called Nara, which in Korean means country and is the national tree of the Philippines. They went to multiple events together, including the fan meeting event of the K-pop group called Off-Road.
I can't find 내게 달 때까지 'cause you're my lady 널 향한 driving there 맘이 네 맘이 맘이 네 맘이 달 때까지
After
Sounds like a good
numerous
song.
events, Tatang
We need to find that song. Check that song out. It sounds good.
After numerous events, Tatang Robin saw something special when it comes to Filipino talent. He realized that some of his trainees were far too talented to just end up as small-time performers. So he decided to launch the first P-pop boy group that underwent strict Korean-type training. Out of the 30 trainees, only few have made it. Jan Paulo Nace. He always wanted to be a performer. As a young dreamer, he joined several competitions as a soloist and also a member of the K-pop dance cover group called PHP. As a trainee, he was the guy who shows up early and leaves late despite juggling a full-time job as a data analyst to provide for his family. He was the first one selected due to his undeniable diligence and leadership qualities. He is known to have critically acclaimed songwriting ability, a badass rapper, and was often dubbed as a genius, but he consistently denied it because he claimed to be just a hard worker. This made him the destined leader of the group. He debuted with the name Sejun, but later changed his name to Pablo. Now that the methodical leader
Pablo. He's Pablo,
Yeah,
the guy from SB19.
yeah.
But he had a name. He had a different name before Pablo.
Before that, he changed his name there.
Yeah.
Sejun, but later changed his name to Pablo. Now that the methodical leader is chosen, they needed more members. Tatang Rob
So Pablo is the leader of SB19, and then the other three boys came in and
Well,
they
this
made
is
a
how
group.
they get their group together, isn't it?
Now that the methodical leader is chosen, they needed more members. Tatang Robin just got a genius composer in Pablo, so they needed someone who can dance. And this next guy is exactly that. And even more. Stelvester Ahero. He was only 16 when he started competing as a dancer while studying. He was a born winner despite growing up as a bullied kid. He made performing his escape from the harsh reality of the world. He did a great job channeling the negative aspect of his life and converting it by winning multiple K-pop dance cover competitions with his group Saeon. He is also a hard worker. He was teaching dance to kids while competing. There was a point when he worked too hard that it threatened his life due to poor health. He is a very skilled choreographer. In fact, he's
So he worked so hard on performing, dancing, and that they ended up putting him into hospital.
We ended up getting very poorly, and that's what I tell you,
What about me?
that you need to rest.
I do.
Yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, everybody needs to rest,
Well,
otherwise you
I
will
s-
get poorly.
I slept well last night
Yeah, last night.
for the first time in about 3 weeks.
That's what you should do.
in his life due to poor health. He is a very skilled choreographer. In fact, he's the main culprit behind most of SB19's snappy and amazingly synchronized dance routines. But little did they know,
He can laugh at the ones that were bullying him now, can't he?
Because he's rich and famous, and
Yeah.
they're probably skint, broke, no life.
Probably in prison.
Well, I mean, most bullies do tend to go to
Well, I
prison.
don't know, not most bullies, but
Well,
yeah, it's
about 30% of them.
at least he's done something with his life now, even though he was bullied.
I mean, they always say the bullied ones are most successful in life because they use the trauma and whatever happened in the younger ages as strength to become successful at what they want to become successful at. Yeah, that's why most people thank the bullies for making them become who they are, because they become better than the bullies.
SB19's snappy and amazingly synchronized dance routines. But little did they know that dancing wasn't even his only talent. He easily became the main heavenly voice of the group because
He's the one with the high-pitched voice when singing.
Yeah.
Not high-pitched, but like really
yeah.
powerful vocals. Yeah.
his only talent. He easily became the main heavenly voice of the group because his vocals were just out of this world. He debuted
I think he's he's your favorite person in the
I
group.
think he was, yeah.
I think he still is.
Yeah.
Because he's the one that you like the voice of,
Yeah.
the talent of him, the singing. Because we reacted to his live performance and we reacted to one of his songs. Have we
Yeah.
reacted to one of his songs, just live performance?
I know we've done the live performance.
Yeah. We might have to still check out one of his
Yeah.
songs. But we did the live performance and that surprised us both.
Mm.
So yeah.
out of this world. He debuted as Stell, the main vocalist, the lead dancer, and choreographer of the group. Josh
I think Josh Cullen's my favourite looking one.
the group.
He's the evil looking one to me.
The one that changed the eyes on him.
Yeah, but like the one like
Choreographer of the group.
evil looking, see? There you go. Saw him on the street, I'll be legging it. I'm out.
Josh Cullen Santos became homeless at the age of 16 and it was his decision. He's had the worst childhood among the other members. From growing up in a toxic environment to being physically abused as a kid by their nanny. At an early age, he witnessed what it feels like to be a member of a
Not by his parents, by his own nan. Unless he lived with his nan, but he went homeless.
by their nanny. At an early age, he witnessed what it feels like to be a member of a middle-class family that went rock bottom in just a matter of months. He experienced getting evicted from apartments to smaller rooms. It came to a point when his family had nothing to eat but ketchup and salt. They had no permanent address. Because of that, Josh and his sister dropped out of school multiple times, so they got bullied at school for being repeaters. Sometimes he would get into fistfights for defending her. Josh had enough of this, so he took matters into his own hands by leaving. He became independent and started working as an internet cafe attendant. Using his own income, he took the alternative learning system and was able to finish his high school degree. He clearly had no background in performing. Not until he met new friends from the dance community, which led to him meeting Stell and Seon. They became co-members and went on to win numerous K-pop dance cover competitions all over Asia. They even met BTS during one of their winning runs in Korea. In a way,
So basically, he was at rock bottom, like complete homeless, and he was able to build himself all the way back up and become, like, make it further than what he was. He went from being at the rock bottom to now at the top. You know what I mean?
even met BTS during one of their winning runs in Korea. In a way, Josh was saved by Stell after trying so hard to save himself. And it paid off because after training, Josh ended up debuting as the lead rapper and dancer of the group.
So that basically proves to you that no matter how low you get or how far down below you are, you can still make it out at the top.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
Of course you can.
Unless you're people like Grandcha.
Well, don't want to talk about him. But where do you think I would have been now if I hadn't been very strong? What I went through, I probably wouldn't have been there.
Well, you'd probably be in the streets on a cardboard box.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or buried.
Well, how would that work?
I don't know. I just had to be very strong to pull through and start again and build everything up that I've got now.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, of course you can do it.
Yeah, you can do it no matter how low you are. If you put your mind to it.
You've got to be strong, yeah.
Like, he left the home and made himself homeless and then builded himself up.
Yeah.
Like what he explained, he said he was going through abuse and that, so he decided to get up with his sister, was it? They both left home but went on the streets. And then he went out and got a job even though he was on the streets. He went out and got a job, made some money, and then used that money to build up on social media and all that stuff. And then he met a dance group. That's where he met the group for SB19. So yeah. No wonder he looks scary. He's been through a lot. They say the people that have been through the lot always look the scariest.
Oh, they don't.
He does.
Do I look scary?
Yeah, you do. If I woke up one morning with you in front of my face, I'd be running.
Oh, get lost.
Rapper and dancer of the group. Justin DeJoss didn't have to audition. Apparently, he was a very good-looking guy that when he joined a talent workshop as a teenager, Show BT immediately took notice and offered him to become a trainee to improve his singing and dancing skills. He was one of the late joiners, and when he did, he immediately saw a familiar face in Josh.
You look familiar.
Apparently, the two had a stint in performing together in a K-pop dance cover group called Zero to Hero.
Hey, welcome to my world, let's do this. 이슈 제조기라 불러서 어디 가도 분위기가 higher. 비행기 밖은 너무 시끄러워.
So Justin as well wasn't new in the world of performing. He auditioned to be a part of the televised Pinoy boy band superstar show, but he didn't even make it to the live auditions. Perhaps it was fate. He didn't have great singing skills at the time. It was only when he became a trainee that he improved astoundingly in the vocal department. He went on to finish his college degree in multimedia arts while training, which earned him a skill in filmmaking. He then got selected to debut as the main visual, the sub-vocalist, and the creative director of the group. He was the would-be director behind the record-breaking P-pop music video, What, and more. But that's a story for another video. At this point, ShowBT seemed to have completed the group. 4 members in a P-pop group, a nice even number. 2 rappers and 2 vocalists. They were perfectly balanced, but they felt like something was missing. Perhaps someone was missing. Someone who could take this already great group of guys and push them to achieve the next level, the extraordinary level. Someone so naturally gifted that he could stand out in the presence of the already talented group of young artists. This venture that Tatang Robin took needed an apex, so he started the online auditions. When Josh heard about it, he was like, I know a guy. Philip
Flipping effing stray dogs. Stray dogs. Sorry, that's the first song that comes to my head when I hear Philip.
Philip John Suson is such a specimen. He was so naturally gifted that excelling in sports looked like a walk in the park for him. He grew up in the church under the care of his grandparents. He was an artistic kid, so he was active as an editorial cartoonist in school. Nobody taught him to play musical instruments. He taught himself by just listening to the music, so he ended up becoming a southpaw guitarist, but he later fixed it as he learned more. He didn't even know that he could dance until he was forced to in order to get good grades during their school intrams. After discovering dance, he transformed from a guy who didn't know it to someone who can fly. Because of his raw talent, he ended up teaching dance to the entire school and continued on to form a K-pop dance cover group called Amigo 7. Apparently, his group gave Josh's group so much trouble during their early competitions because they were very good rivals. So he decided to recruit him. But Philip was hundreds of islands away and didn't have the money. What did Josh do? He shelled out for his plane ticket. With nothing else to lose, Philip went and left his previous life in the countryside. He then trained with the boys and officially debuted with them as Ken, the main dancer, the bass vocalist, and the lead rapper of the group. One thing to note is that they were an unlikely bunch because they wouldn't have met each other if Tatang Robin stayed with his already successful group in Korea. Justin failed his first audition, so he didn't even bother.
If it wasn't for him that left his original group that was already successful and started his own group, this group wouldn't have existed.
Yeah.
Because this group wouldn't have just met each other. So, yeah.
Successful group in Korea. Justin failed his first audition, so he didn't even bother to audition again because he thought he wasn't ready. And Josh wouldn't have attempted to recruit Ken if ShowBT's training program didn't even exist. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the butterfly effect. When a small and seemingly insignificant occurrence has a rippling effect through time, leading to a consequential event sometime long after the initial event, or as Google would put it, a phenomenon whereby a minute localized change in a complex system can have a large effects elsewhere. Tatang Robin's so-called mistake back in 2002 led to forming the future P-pop Kings. In 2018, SB19 was formed. The name of the group was carefully picked. The number 19 is the sum of Korea and the Philippines area code digits 82 and 63. So 8 plus 2 plus 6 plus 3 is 19. SB doesn't only mean ShowBT. It is all about their ultimate goal for Pinoy sound to break into the music.
ShowBT is where SB came from, then 19 Japan and thingy, and added the numbers up, got 9. So they put it together, SB19.
Only mean ShowBT. It is all about their ultimate goal for Pinoy sound to break into the music industry, which is fearlessly represented by this praise. Soundbreak.
Shout out to Casual Trucks, everyone. Most of you probably already watched his videos, because I was looking through my analytics, and a lot of people actually watch Casual Trucks. That's subscribe to us. So yeah. And I noticed that I went through his page. I didn't watch any of his videos, but he was live, and I went into his live, watched his live stream. And what he does, he actually interviews other SB19 reactors. He does interviews with them and all that stuff. So yeah. But what do you think of this video?
I quite like it so far. It's good to know where they've come from and how they've started
And
off.
how they grew up and how they
Yeah.
got where they are and stuff. Yeah. What I'm gonna do is gonna do 2 reactions in one video. So we've just watched Soundbreak. We're now gonna check out the zone. Let me just check if we're still recording. Yeah. So we're gonna watch the zone and then we'll do another video. Yeah. So this is episode 2, SB19, the zone.
Disclaimer, this video is only based on my personal research. I might miss some details and it's possible to have discrepancies, but I did my best to get as much accurate information as possible, so enjoy! Just a quick correction to episode 1, Josh didn't only recruit Ken but also Justin. Josh told Justin about the workshop, which gave him the opportunity to become a Show BT trainee. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the video.
Get in the zone.
Everyone has that one thing that makes them feel good about themselves. Like they're in control. Everything else could be going completely haywire.
Ano ba yan, Stell? Ano ba yung ayos mo yan? Talagang style yan o ano?
Like the world is completely falling apart around you.
Minsan na makita ng tao kung gaano kami naghihirap.
But when you're doing that one thing, life is wonderful. And that makes everything worth it.
I think this one's gonna be a deep one. Because I just watched that first bit, and obviously one of the members started crying. If you didn't catch that bit, one of the members started crying. But that was because someone in the crowd at one of their thingies or whatever it was, I forgot what it was basically hating on them type thing. So it looks like by just that they had a lot of haters, which caused them to have mental breakdowns and didn't like what they were doing in the music industry.
몬테로 씨, 검사 결과가 나왔습니다.
임신인가요?
아니요, 임신은 아닙니다.
Then why do I feel weak lately?
Mrs. Montero, you are HIV positive.
Addie Hong. She could have easily become a popular celebrity in the Philippines. Back in Korea, she was a well-established theater actress, a vocal, dance, and beauty coach, a one-woman show. But instead, she chose to use her experience to guide and nurture the boys to reach their highest potential. Along with Tatang Robin, she was also one of the main reasons why SB19 is where they are now. She is popularly known as Miss Hongganda, and we will see her often in this video. Before SB19's debut, they tried to establish an online presence. So on May 16, 2018, they created their Facebook page. This could possibly be the unofficial date they were formed. They started posting song covers like these.
Send me your location, let's focus on communicating, cause I just need the time and place to come through, yeah.
I hope he buys you flowers. I hope he holds your hand.
And dance covers like these.
Lean with it, down with it, hit them folk now stab with it. Nay, nay, then you stop.
They became more active in social media while maintaining the regular performances in small events. They did this until it was almost time for their debut.
We have good news for you guys. Kasi after the very, very long wait, finally, yes, finally, we will be releasing our debut single entitled Tila Luha!
October 26, 2018, SB19 finally debuted with their ballad single called Tila Luha. But did you know that it wasn't the only song that they had at the time? They also had Love Goes, but they chose to debut with Tila Luha to capture the hearts of the Filipino people because the lyrics are in Tagalog. They then started promoting their debut song in every way they could think of. November 17, 2018 marked SB19's first ever live stream to promote their debut single.
Magsimulan natin ang first SB Talent Camp Facebook Live. Ganyan po yun. 3. Let's wait for 10 na lang. 10 viewers.
Despite
We all start somewhere. Because I remember when I first started YouTube, I was only getting like 10, 12 views and like 1 like, which was myself. Well, we all start somewhere. If no one else is gonna like
Probably
it.
if it wasn't you, it was me then as well.
If
So you did get 1 extra like at the beginning.
if no one else was gonna like it, why not like my own post? Supporting myself.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. We all start somewhere. It wasn't until this year that I actually started blowing up on TikTok. Like people started noticing me and that, and you. I think I was starting to get noticed before you came on the channel,
Yeah.
and then like a week later, 2 weeks later, I was like, I came into you. I was like, I'm
Yeah,
getting
you
noticed
was
on.
excited.
I was at like 900 subscribers. I came into you and I was like, I just hit 900 subscribers.
Yeah.
And then I started getting you on the channel, and then since I've got you on the channel, we've started growing a lot more
Yeah.
because they like seeing like older people's
Well,
reactions to the
nah.
younger generation to see what their thoughts and opinion are on it, and they like the genuine reactions. So like yeah, but we all started somewhere. I went from liking my own posts and now getting likes for reactions. So yeah.
Oh, yawning.
But then
Sorry.
again, obviously my first few videos was reaction videos, but I wasn't just doing reaction videos. I was doing gaming videos at the same time,
Yeah.
so I was doing reaction videos and gaming videos, which don't collide, 2 different categories, so it would have messed up my page. And then I was also doing Omegle trolling videos,
Yeah.
and then I got banned on Omegle.
promote their debut single.
Magsimulan natin ang first SB Talent Camp Facebook Live. Ganyan po yun. 3. Let's wait for 10 na lang. 10 viewers.
Despite the very few viewers, they went all out to entertain them.
여러분, 저는 너무 배고파요.
Height is already good. Wait. Sa wakas, dumating na rin ang oras na aking pinakahihintay. Matagal-tagal na rin nagsalay. Sige lang, sigehan mo pa para bang wala ang pangangabang na darama. Bigay mo na machine gun, ratatatatatatatata.
This looks like a bunch of kids having fun on a live stream. You don't see this much on live streams anymore though.
No.
When I look through like Instagram live streams, it's just people beefing.
Yeah.
Like it's just people arguing backwards and forth on the live stream. Yeah, that's all I see nowadays. Don't see much of this.
Machine gun, ratatatatatatatata.
Ladies and gentlemen, among the SB19 is a chic member. Hey!
Yup, they did all that in front of just a little over 10 viewers. You can still watch the whole livestream to this day on their official Facebook page. They also perform in schools, malls, nursing homes, and even orphanages, but their debut only received a lukewarm reception. The stream count didn't move as fast as they have hoped for. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. But their grind continued. After the disappointing debut, they started preparing for a comeback.
Today, nandito kami sa recording studio. Nagre-record kami ng kanta namin. Ito mismo yung parang kwento ng SB19.
Yung lyrics mismo ng song namin is about pangarap ng SB19. Kung parang nagsimula yung lahat.
Ito po talaga yung kantang gugulat sa lahat.
They collaborated with a critically acclaimed Korean producer, Oh Woon Lee, who's behind the success of TVXQ and Stray Kids. Pablo, with the help of the boys, wrote the song as they
We've reacted to Stray Kids.
Yeah.
We haven't. We haven't heard the other guys yet. But before we found SB19, we were reacting to Stray Kids, and we liked them as well. We liked Stray Kids. Can't remember if they were Filipino.
TVXQ and Stray Kids. Pablo, with the help of the boys, wrote the song as they began to enter the go-up era. They started practicing their go-up dance routine, which was intricately choreographed by Stell and Ken. They were required to practice
We just reacted to Go Up.
Yeah, we did.
Yesterday.
dance routine, which was
Oh, I actually was reading the comments on it as well. This was the song that actually blew them up.
Right.
Go Up was the song that made them get in the spotlight. But it wasn't the actual song that did that.
Right.
It was the dance in the song.
Right. Okay.
The dance performance. They posted the dance
Yeah.
performance and that blew up, and so on. And then the song started blowing up with it.
intricately choreographed by Stell and Ken. They were required to practice 30 times daily until they reached 1,000 reps. And boy, they did it. They were even challenged to perform the dance routine at double speed. Yep, that was not even in fast forward. Now that they have reached the quota, it was time for them to shoot the music video. July 19, 2019. SB19 dropped their Go Up music video. Expectations were higher because this was the song that showcased their singing, dancing, and songwriting skills. But for some reason, it has also met a lukewarm reception. They then started promoting the song using the methods they know. They even reacted to their own music video. But none of their efforts made a significant impact. After that, you would think that it was the biggest setback. But not until August 17, 2019. This was when the Go Up press conference happened. This was supposed to be an effort for them to establish a presence in the media world. They were interviewed by professional journalists, but instead of receiving a warm welcome, most of what they got was straight up disrespect.
Pero kanina pa ako bothered. Ano ba yan, Stell? Ano ba yung ayos mo yan? Talagang style yan? Ginawang Stell
Yung style ko po ba o yung name ko? Kasi po, clear ko po, yung name ko po Stell. Kasi po galit po siya, yung full name ko po is Stell Bester po. Ako, Stell Bester po. Opo, kasi po yung mama ko po, idol niya po si Sylvester Stallone. Kaya doon niya po pinasa yung name ko po. Tapos po, yung
You like it?
I think he's the ugliest. Ugliest.
He's the one you like the singing of.
Not Sylvester Stallone, who they're talking about.
That's his name.
I thought they said even my mother didn't like Sylvester. Oh, I thought they were talking about the actor.
No, that's his name. That's his name.
Oh, I thought they was talking about, yeah, but then it said his mother didn't even like.
Yeah, but he said his mother liked him, and they named him after him.
Ah,
So his name's Stelvester Stallone.
well, right, I thought they were talking about the actor.
Yeah, his mum named him after the actor.
Yeah, and I just said Or I don't like him. The actor, I think he's the ugliest man ever.
Oh.
Yeah?
Well,
You're confusing me, Josh. with
yeah,
what I
because
talked about.
his name's the same name as
Yeah.
him. They both got the same
Yeah, I
name.
know that.
So
But-
I was getting confused,
Yeah, I know that.
and I don't know who the other guy is apart from him. I don't know the actor.
You would have seen him in films.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. you would
Look,
have seen
read
him.
it.
Bester
I
po.
know what he said.
Hang on.
Ito po yung name ko po,
Just to make things clear, Stell was from my real name, Stell Vester.
Stell. Kasi po galing po siya, yung full name ko po is Stell Bester po. Ako, Stell Bester po.
It's a man.
Opo, kasi po yung
My mother is a fan of Stell Vester
Stallone.
Stallone. She named
ako
it.
po, idol niya po si Sylvester Stallone. Kaya
What'd you say?
That's when I come in and said, oh, I don't like Sylvester
Oh, right.
Stallone. He's the
Yeah.
ugliest man.
niya po, pinasi yung name ko po.
Oo.
Tapos po, yung style ko naman po ngayon, actually po, hindi ko po alam eh. Kumbaga, kung ano lang po yung naisip ko, ito yung suot ko, sige, ganito na alamin mo ko, parang ganito po, ito lang po yung inaisip ko. Pero wala po, wala po.
So lahat kayo straight.
Opo, pero may kulot po. May kulot po. Ako pa kulot. Kung sakali mo kung kulot talaga ako, wala naman po masama doon.
Hindi ba siguro nilawin ko na po yung Stell. Kasi po, madalas po siya yung kasi mas matagal na po kami magkaibigan. Close din po kasi siya madalas sa mga babae. So siguro po, baka po akalain nyo medyo weird po yung
Kasi kung may club siya ngayon, no, parang bakla talaga.
Ay.
Taking the piss out of him. Not them, the people in the crowd. They're saying he wears makeup, he dresses like a girl, he's gay, which is rude. But he's saying that he spends more time with girls than he does boys.
Babae. So siguro po, baka po akalain nyo medyo weird po yung
Kasi kung may club siya ngayon, no, parang bakla talaga.
Ay. Bali po, Stell Bester sa umaga, Stell sa gabi. Hindi, joke lang. Dapat pa rin na po, ganun lang po siguro, parang medyo meron lang po siyang ibang parang manners na girly, pero hindi po, wala pong ganun sa
Is na-clear na kanina about sa bading issue. Kasi sabi niyo kanina may mga pa-holding hands at saka yakap.
We're not bothered by the fact that you sound like a Korean. Hindi kayo napapakala dun sa tunog nyo na hindi kayo Pilipino, kundi Korean.
Hindi po kami nababother kasi po,
Kasi ako bothered ako. Pero magaling.
Why is he bothered about how they sound? He's like, it bothers me that you sound
Yeah.
like a Korean group, not a Filipino group. Bro, like, just because they might sound Korean or whatever, it doesn't make them a Korean group or, like, they're Filipino, so that it's a Filipino group. So, doesn't make sense to me.
Kasi ako bothered ako. Pero magaling.
Despite all the judgment, they handled the interview professionally. As the event concluded, the boys broke down to tears backstage and comforted each other. Perhaps they're just human beings, and the thick skin they develop all throughout those years can only take so much punishment, especially when it went straight to their hearts. They all broke down. This made them question themselves if they were still doing the right thing. It casted so much doubt that it made them all decide to call it quits. Everyone left, except Stell. He received the most hate, but he was the one left standing. Perhaps he was a good example of someone who has entered the zone. Someone who managed to tap into the altered state of consciousness where time disappears and he becomes so focused that not even judgment could stop him from doing what he loves. But he knew for a fact that he can never do it alone. And there he was.
So the group split up after that interview
Yeah.
because they got judged so much, they were
Yeah.
hated on so much.
Yeah.
They all started having a breakdown. I don't know if they got into an argument, a fight. They all split up, and then Stell was the only one that stayed,
Yeah.
the one you liked with the singing voice, and he was alone.
Alone. But only for a moment. Josh had a realization to not give up because people have not seen everything yet. This prompted the other members to return and witness their lives change in just one fateful day when their Go Up dance practice got uploaded on YouTube on September 2, 2019. It quickly went viral, which opened a lot of doors for SB19 to have TV guestings and live performances.
May group hug? Okay. Sige. Oo, dyan lang kayo.
Ang galing namin! introduce yourself.
Get in the zone, break. Hi, we are SB19.
My name is Mike Spice Kita. I am the wittiest in ABS-CBN.
As the world started to notice them, their YouTube channel grew exponentially. Their dance practice video reached 1 million views in just a week, then 2 million a month later. Wait a minute, who's Arum? November 2, 2019.
So for the final announcement of the fandom name, 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! 18!
Fandom name. Yeah, Athens is the fan base. That's what they call their fan base.
Yeah.
They name them Athens. Athens. I think it's Athens. I think it'd be Athens. Yeah.
2, 1. Ta-da! 18!
Eighteen! What is it? What's it mean? 18, what's it mean?
Is it 18?
It sounded like you said it 18.
18.
18.
Yeah. So that's what their following fan base
Yeah.
is. So we got 18s on our page. So yeah.
18! What is it? What's it mean? 18, what's it mean?
Una-una sa lahat, pag pinakinggan mo siya, 18 siya, di ba? 18. So,
Yeah, it's 18. That's how they say it. 18.
Do you know that's what my name was before I got married?
Dawn 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Andrew 18. Rebecca.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Rebecca 18.
Mm.
David 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
una-una sa lahat, pag pinakinggan mo siya,
There you go.
I might be part of their family somewhere.
No, that's just the name of their fandom.
Yeah, but that's all right. That the fan base is still part of the family. It's a family base.
Well, no, because I
Oh.
call our fan base B4 fam.
Yeah.
Because my channel's name is B4, so I call
Yeah.
my fan base B4 fam. But yeah, they're Athens. 18.
18.
Well, 18. Yeah.
They are 18.
What is it? What's it mean? 18, what's it mean?
una-una sa lahat, pag pinakinggan mo siya, 18 siya, di ba? 18. So, kasi kami, SB19, 18, 19.
So if there's no 18, then also there's no SB19.
Yes. Kasi, kumbaga, syempre, 18 muna bago natin, 17, 18, 19. Pag walang 18, hindi makakarating sa 19.
Another means.
Another meaning. So, if you're going to read this, 18, it could also be read as atin.
Atin!
So, all the success, all the lahat ng natatamo natin ngayon, atin to, ours. Everything is ours. Hindi lang sa amin, kundi sa inyo rin. Atin. Everyone. Atin.
I like the meaning of that. Don't know, do you like the meaning of that? I like the meaning of that. It means everyone.
Yeah.
Ours.
Hindi lang sa amin, kundi sa inyo rin. Atin. Everyone. Atin. Kumbaga,
Represent Filipino.
kumbaga, yung dreams natin, pangarap, problems, everything, we will share together. Atin yan, lalaban tayo, kaya natin yan lahat. Lastly, gusto talaga namin special mention yung Orum sa lahat-lahat. Kasi sa totoo lang, talagang sila yung unang sumuporta sa amin nung hindi pa nila, wala pang nakakilala sa amin sa grupo namin. Kaya thankful kami. Kaya nakahiwalay yan, ibig sabihin yan, Orum. Orum and SB19. Orum and SB19. Sana po masaya po kayo sa lahat.
What do you call that dance?
Did he-
Chicken.
I was going to say
Chicken
a
dance.
bird dance.
Sana po masaya po kayo sa lahat sa fandom name na nagawa po ng grupo namin. And katulad nga po, 18, atin, sama-sama tayong aangat. We will go up.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is when 18 was born.
Very interesting.
So what does it mean to be in the zone? Was it really only Stell that entered it? If you think about it, even before the other members decided to quit, they were already done with the dance practice. That alone made the press conference irrelevant. It didn't even matter that it happened.
There you go.
I've got cauliflower cheese in that oven.
Alright. Yeah. So we're gonna wait for Nan to come back. Yeah. I'll let you know when that is.
Always been in the zone. Being in the zone is what allowed them to defy all the odds. It was the zone that allowed a 5-foot man in the NBA. It was the zone that allowed a man living in the streets to rise up and become a billionaire. It was the zone that took an idea from someone's head to the moon. It was the zone that won wars, and lack of it had lost. It is the zone that separates their ideas and dreams from a materialistic reality. Manny, Efren, Catriona, SB19. What do they have in common?
We'll watch the other seasons whenever we record next, we'll watch the other seasons. But what do you think of the two we just watched?
They're okay. It's good to hear about the history of them and where they've come from.
Yeah, and they're going
and
up.
how they're getting on. Yeah.
And we also found out the fandom name and how to say it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people were
18.
saying about 18 in our chat,
Mm.
in our comments. I was confused on what it meant.
Yeah.
But now we know the meaning
Now you
behind
know.
it. It means out everyone, hours,
Yeah.
type stuff. So yeah, it's the 18s. We learned a lot about them, which helps us understand SB19 more. We still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more episodes to do, which we'll do another day, and to learn more about them. And
Yeah.
then we can also react to
Well,
some
we're
of the
doing a
other
little
playlists.
bit tomorrow because I'm out
Yeah.
1 hour for work tomorrow, and then I'm
Yeah.
back in for the day.
Exactly. So yeah, but to wrap it all up, if you enjoyed this video, please do like, subscribe, and comment down below what you should react to next. Also follow up all of my socials, my links will be down in the description below. And apart from that, me and my nan will see you in the next video. Peace.